friends, welcome to Finance MCQ. I am CA Pritam Sangwan and today we will discuss about fund flow statement, which is a part of commerce and accountancy subject of paper 2, which is a technical syllabus of your SEBI exam general stream. Friends, this technical syllabus is of 100 marks in phase 1 and it has 2/3 weightage in phase 2 of your SEBI grade A exam. And friends, you can find entire technical syllabus of SEBI grade A exam chapter wise, topic wise on Finance MCQ website in MCQ question format. You can visit the website and practice entire technical syllabus there. I have put the website link in the description box below. So let's begin. Friends, let's start our discussion with knowing what is a fund flow statement. So friend, here the term fund is important. So what is a fund here? Fund, it is an amount required for day-to-day working of the business. And friend, it is also known as working capital. And how this working capital is calculated? It is calculated current assets minus current liabilities. And to study changes in working capital of one year with the another year, we prepare fund flow statement. Friends, fund flow statement will help to know the reasons for change in working capital. So I hope now the meaning and purpose of why fund flow statement is prepared is clear. Now move on to the next point. Now friends, let's discuss what are the steps to be taken for preparation of a fund flow statement. First, we have to calculate changes in working capital, and then we need to identify reasons for change in working capital. So that will be our second step. And what are the reasons for change in working capital? So the reasons are sources of fund, which leads to inflow of fund, and then there will be an application of fund, which is fund outflow. So these two are the reasons which lead to change in working capital. That is your sources of funds, the fund inflow and fund outflow will lead to a change in working capital. So now let's discuss this change in working capital and reasons little bit more in detail. So friends, this change in working capital, it is prepared to show any change in working capital between two consecutive balance sheet date. And friends, even if firm is having profit, it may be short of funds. And what can be the reasons for it? The reasons can be, first, purchase of fixed assets during extensive expansion phase without raising long-term funds. Under this situation, a company purchased fixed assets or long-term investments out of profits of the company and did not raise the funds, which results into shortage of fund for running the day-to-day business. So it can be one reason. Then payment of dividend in excess of profit earned by the company. So friends, if we pay more than our profit, we will have shortage of funds and will affect our working capital. Then extension of credit to customer, that is, we are extending credit period given to our customers, which leads to delay in collection and results in change in working capital. That is, we are making lot of sales on credit basis, but we are not collecting that money due to extended credit period, which lead to shortage of working capital. Then friends, high inventory level. In that, what happened? The holding stock for a longer period will lead to blockage of funds, because unsold inventory will increase cost only and hence it will impact working capital. Then repayment of long-term liability without first raising long-term funds. So here what happen, if we repay long-term liability without raising additional long-term funds for this purpose, that is for repaying purpose, we are using short-term funds to repay them, which we should have used for our day-to-day business activity and will impact or change our working capital. So I hope these points are clear, which leads to changes in our working capital. So now let's move on to our next point. So friends, now let's discuss sources of funds. it is one of the reason that leads to change in working capital. So what are the various sources of funds for this? First one is issue of shares and debenture for cash. Friends, if we issue shares or debentures for cash, it will constitute source of fund. It is, if it is issued at a premium, it will be added to source of fund, and if shares are issued at discount, then reduced from sources of funds. So just keep this in mind. But here one more important point to note is that issue of bonus shares or conversion of debentures into equity share will not form part of source of funds. Why? Because no money is received in case of bonus issue or conversion from debt to equity. So just keep this in mind. Then the second point is long-term funds are also sources of funds. If any amount received through long-term loan, then it will constitute source of fund. And if it is just loan renewal, then the amount we received on renewal of loan will form part of our source of fund. And the next point is sale of investment and other fixed assets. It will form part of our source of fund, and any income we earn from sale of fixed assets and investments results into money inflow in the company. Then the next point is fund from operations. Friends, under this, whatever net profit we are earning from the business, it will be considered as source of fund, but will subject to certain adjustment, and profit after that will form part of source of fund. So I hope these points are clear, the various sources of funds. Now let's move on to our next point and discuss what will be the adjustments in funds from operation or adjustments in net profit for this purpose. So friends, the adjustments in net profit will be, first part is the following items will be added to the net profit while calculating change in working capital. The first one is depreciation on fixed assets. It will be added back to net profit. Then amortization of intangible assets will be added. Then if there is any loss on sale of investment and fixed assets will be added back. Then if there is any proposed dividend or any transfer is made to reserves from profit, it will be added back to the net profit. Then if there is a tax provision which is related to current year, only will be added back. And if there is any losses from other non-operating items, then will also be added back to the profit. And on the right side, there are certain items which will be deducted from our net profit to arrive at fund from operations. That will be, first one, deferred credit, that is other than charge to profit, will be subtracted. Then if there is any subsidy credited to profit and loss account, that is if there is any subsidy received from government, it will be subtracted from your net profit. Then if there is any profit on sale of investment and fixed assets, then it also need to be reduced from your net profit. Why? Because this profit is not pertaining to your operating business or operating profit. Then if there is any write back of reserves and provision, then same also need to be reduced from your net profit. Though it won't be asked in your exam to calculate the adjusted net profit for working capital changes, just for your information purpose, I'll just inform you all this. I hope it is clear. Now let's move on to our next point. Now friends, let's talk about applications of fund, that is your fund outflow or use of fund. The first one is purchase of fixed assets. Friends, if fixed assets and investments is purchased on cash, it will be considered as application of fund. And if assets are purchased on credit, it will constitute application of funds because no cash is involved. Then redemption of debenture and preference shares. That if there is a redemption of debenture or preference share, it will ultimately results into money outflow and will be considered as an application of fund. Then we have repayment of loans. If we are making a repayment of loan, it means we are releasing the fund from the company and it is considered as application of fund. Then payment of dividend and taxes. it results into cash outflow and considered as application of fund. So I hope these applications of fund examples are very much clear to you all. So now let's move on to our next point. Now let's discuss about analysis of fund flow statement, means how the fund flow statement is analyzed. Friends, as discussed earlier, fund flow is prepared to explain change in working capital. First, there are two flows of fund, that is fund inflow, which is your sources of fund, and then you have application of fund, that is your outflow. And friends, if long term fund requirement is met from long term resources, then any amount earned from operation will represent increase in working capital. So what it is, that is, if your sources of fund is more than your application of fund, it will result into increase in capital. And friends, if your funds from operation is not sufficient to bridge the gap between long-term fund requirement, then there will be decline in working capital. So what does it mean? It means if sources of funds are less than your application of fund, then it will result into decrease in working capital. Why? Because you have used the short-term funds for your long-term purpose, or you have applied for your long-term purpose. So I hope it is clear. If there is an increase in working capital from year on year, what does it means? It says that your sources of funds are more than your application of funds. And if there is a decrease in working capital, so you can conclude that sources of funds are less than application of fund. So I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to our next point. Friends, now let's discuss what will be the benefits of fund flow statement. First, it helps in answering where our profits have gone. Then it provides reason for imbalance between liquidity position and profitability position. In the beginning only we discussed that even if company is having profit, doesn't mean that they might have good working capital. So how the imbalance is there, so it helps to provide the reason for that. Then help in proper allocation of resources, and it can be done after analyzing fund flow statement. Then it helps in deciding working capital level. Friends, fund flow statement helps management to test whether working capital requirement is sufficient or not for business operations. So it helps in that purpose also. And it helps investor to decide whether company has managed its funds properly or not. So friends, these were some of the benefits of fund flow statement. I hope it is clear to all of you. Friends, today we have discussed about what is a fund flow statement, steps in a fund flow statement, then sources and application of funds, then we talk about analysis of fund flow statement, and we talk about benefits of fund flow statement. Friends, fund flow statement is not that difficult topic and it can be understood easily. And friends, I try to cover all the important points from this topic which can help you in your exam preparation. Friends, for more practice of this topic in MCQ format, I request you to please visit Finance MCQ website. It has entire SEBI graded technical syllabus which is paper 2 of general stream in MCQ format. It has 2000 plus subject wise, topic wise MCQ questions to practice. We have added explanations for correct answers wherever required. It also has 25 test series for your technical syllabus to practice. So friends, there is lot of study materials to practice on Finance MCQ. Do visit the website for more practice and increase your selection chances. Friends, website link is in the description box below. I will come up with new video. Till then, take care and thank you so much for watching.